About 11 months ago, I started recording myself killing Vetion. I had lots of fun doing it, so I was wondering if Vetion or Callisto had potential for anti-PKs. Callisto is very straightforward in terms of freezing your opponent and then freezing the bear next to your opponent. Vetion, however, is a unique boss. Vetion has 3 attacks: a lightning attack, a shield bash, and then the hounds. The lightning attacks every player within the lair, meaning a lightning will spawn in one of 9 tiles. The tile occupied by the player or 8 tiles surrounding the player. The other attack is the shield bash. No mentions are made on the wiki on how Vetion targets a shield bash, but based on my observations, Vetion targets one player, meaning Vetion always attempts to stay next to that one player, so the shield bash is always in range of that player. PKers are more active at Vetion than say Callisto or Vetion, because the original target will typically not change, and they will be more subjected to Vetion's shield bash if frozen. This makes it very difficult to anti-PK at Vetion. Few people have done it. Surely nobody else would make a video about it, right? We're starting off outside the Vetion cave. Somebody jumps us immediately. After a few good hits, he runs back into his team. Wait, it wasn't his team. I want a piece of that sweet action. I'm trying to get close without interference. Path has opened up. Please note, I have no team. We entered the lair and a key showed up in the inventory. The guy that team killed had another key, so I'm trying to find it by checking the spawns. The key was by the northern spawn. We get 415k and 492k. 3-man team. 2 ballistas, 1 mage. Got a chance tier big time. I really should have died. Triple A to get the health high very quickly. With 2 brew sips, it's time to escape. They are very close behind. We make it to the northeast exit. They're catching up. Equip the Glory and the Voidwaker to send off some specs. Got him with a whack. I'm just gonna have to escape now, please. Duked it out with this guy. Have to go for the log. Don't want to risk it with my RNG. All of that for 206k. At least I lived. 2-man team, dressed nearly identically. Both have mystic hats. Both have DDSs, no Rambos for them. The lightning is doing them no favors. Their DDS spec movement is pretty good. I like it. One gets frozen. His health is low, and he goes down. His friend dashes off, but we get the refreeze. Dump some specs. Is done, and we get 338k and 376k. One guy with 2 keys. Appears to be solo. The smite is on. Vetion's shield bash incoming. This doesn't look to be a flush. Another shield bash and our supplies are low. About to get shield bashed by Vetion for the 3rd time. This guy seems to be a very skilled Britter. I'm completely out here. There's only one hope in this scenario. We got 100 spec on the Voidwaker to hopefully dump on him. He's letting his HP get too low, and the Ballista pulls through. 622k, 389k, and 738k. This guy doesn't bank. If you're enjoying the video so far, there's 2 people that would probably like some company, and I'm one of them. We'll hopefully make it to 10 subscribers by the end of the year, I hope. 2 guys, 1 mystic hat, the other guy black d'hide, rag ranging. The mystic guy gets frozen with low HP next to 2 lightning, and he goes down. His friend gets frozen. The rag ranger types RIP. He gets specced out. 290k and 278k. One guy shows up. Black mystics. Appears to be flying solo. I got shield bashed here. His friend shows up. Just one guy in range. He gets a nice spec off. Trying to get hit points lower. Shield bash incoming. Run energy is really low. Running for the guy in black mystics. He doesn't know I'm running in to spec him out. He's just focusing on the lightning. Get a nice 54. The lightning takes him out. His friend decides it's time to GTFO. We're in pursuit. He has a little bit of distance, but it's not enough to be comfortable. We caught up. The key for the first guy was 1.4 mil. Caught the refreeze. This guy was worth 303k. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Going for some freezes. Guy to the south has seen better days. The hounds and the lightning are messing them up. Important note, the hounds don't switch targets, going for refreezes. They're getting worked hard by Vetion's lightning, attempting to keep my hit points high, and I'm in ropes too long. 3 of them start running, surprisingly. One of them must have said, "Let's GTFO, guys." They leave one of them to die. He goes down. Tried to chase him down. The first guy was worth a junky 114k. This guy makes it away. This guy says sorry. I don't know the intent behind that apology, but I accept. I forgive you. Tank test to northern exit caves. Out of supplies now. Currently failing the test. They are pursuing. We make it to the northeast exit. Completely out. Time to dump specs. He gets dropped. His HP was too low. Time to run away. I got chanced by that AGS. He gets another chance. Got gap and the key was worth 339k. Team enters. There's 3 guys all skulled. 2 of them have keys. They know victory. Shield bash incoming. We get chanced. Our hit points are back up. We're running. 2 of them got faked out hard. 1 guy left. He gets frozen. Both of our hit points are bad. Gotta go for the specs here. Shield bash takes him out. His friend is back. Time to get out. Got the freeze log. They can't be too happy about that. 372k and 490k. 3-man team. Debo team had prayers set incorrectly. They seem well coordinated. Definitely got chance there. Melee protection on. Should be doing range. Attempting to get close to the targets. Dumping specs. He goes down by the whack and the shield bash. Supplies look very good. Not anymore. This one's a nail biter. One of them's chancing me and chasing me down. My redemption game has improved slightly, but honestly not by much. Admittedly, I couldn't see his attack animation that well. Got really lucky with it. Good thing they didn't bring freezes. Barely getting away this time. 116k. 3 skulls join us. Their smites are on. I'm going for the freeze. One guy heads south. Clicks the exit. Just 2 left and 2 hounds on us. The lightning is doing work on this guy and the RCB takes him out. 1 guy left. He goes for the escape, but he gets refrozen. Trying to get the last guy. Dump a spec on him, unpotted. Got the freeze log, 65k. Chased off 3 guys for 65k. 2 men, both in swamp bark. We're frozen. Vetion heads over to us. Naturally gets a shield bash off. Gotta get closer to the exit in this situation. Fake 1 out. His friend sticks around. This guy's just camping range and I'm in ropes too long, maneuvering against lightning and brewing. Guy that got faked out comes back. He got the instant freeze and Vetion does a shield bash. Finally free with 1 brew dose. Have to leave now. Nearly instant refreeze. They're running in separate directions, not sure if that was intentional. Their maneuver makes it so my camera is likely offset on one of them. Getting some bolts off to hopefully get them to switch prayers. Our HP is very low. Got a few moments of freeze immunity. Should be enough to make it to the exit. Making it to the exit to prepare specs on them. This was very risky with 24 HP. Waiting for any one of them to pop up. One of them goes down and it's time to fake out the last one. Thinking back, I really should have tried to spec that last guy out. He seemed very free. Miraculously, we gapped and the key was worth 447k. 2-man team, both in mage, both getting worked. Both have smites on. There's 1 hound on me. 1 is heading south. He gets faked out and leaves his friend behind. Friend gets Voidwaker and lightning striked out. That was for a massive 102 damage stack. Just nothing he could have done but pray mage. We exit and this guy realizes he can't take me, so he runs for it. 339k from the first guy. We do pursue this guy, but he doesn't make it away. 2-man team, both in mystics. I accidentally scold Vetion comes in with a shield bash. I'm trying to become a moving target. I don't realize I'm skulled for quite some time. 2 brews left and I'm getting worked here very badly. Get frozen again with 1 1/4 brews. Shield bash incoming. Definitely got chanced by that shield bash. 2 brew sips left. It's time to get out. Finally, go for the exit, and it's here I realize that I'm skulled and I begin to shake. The reason was because I was wondering where that skull came from, and I realized it was my skull. We get one and it's time to hopefully escape. They take some time getting back out. This guy must have been panicking hard after he realized that my risk. I had nothing left. He kind of just dropped the ball and let me go. Yeah, I don't know. 355k key. Okay, so I was risking Voidwaker, Ring of Suffering, and the Ursine Chain Mace. Using today's prices, that's over 100 mil. Easily. 2 men, 1 Swamp Arc, 1 Rag Range with a Ballista. All 3 of us exit. Attempted Voidwaker's specs. It was no good. Attempting to lower their HP a bit before trying again. Gotta get closer to singles to be a little more comfortable. Made it to the northeast exit. Now we gotta get their hit points a bit lower. 1 heads up top. The Ballista guy is really low HP. He gets KO'd by a 4 from the monsters. It's just the Swamp Bark guy left. Hit him with a bolt. He heads up top and makes it to the single strip. Swamp Bark wants to get away now. In pursuit. Whacking him down while he's camping protect from mage. Almost have a spec. We got the spec. And now he's gone. 2 keys from that exchange. 414k and 197k. Voidwaker Blade for 7 mil. It's a very abysmal price for bots are ruining this game. Out of the 400 kills we got at Vetion doing this is the only drop worth mentioning. Price has come up a bit since the time of this recording, and Jagex did get quite a few bots removed recently, but I don't think it's enough. Starting off at single strip. These guys both want to drag me to multi. We were in Vetion for a bit. I willingly step into multi hoping to entice one of them to singles. I'm still really comfortable in this situation with 2 full brews. It wouldn't be good to show any sign of weakness either. I'm still not frozen. I think they begin to realize that we make it back to singles. Fortunately, this guy wants to throw down. He did basically no damage against me. Got enough for 1 spec and it's time to go for it. He's running now. Got the spec off. He gets KO'd. He drops the LOL. Good guy. We get a nice 455k key. 1, 2, 3 guys. Heading south because I don't know how large this team is. Going for freezes. 1 heads to camp the exit. The 3-man team just became 4 guys. Got my work cut out for me. These guys seem organized. 1 more guy comes in, so now it's 5 altogether. Clicking the exit and one of them's waiting for the freeze. This team slowly makes it out, but he's splashing. They caught the refreeze and now it's a tank test. The tank test is going well. Getting some nice distance and I'm really close to an exit. Make it all the way and click up top. Enter an exit to avoid being frozen. Dash to the northeast exit. Specs are going off on the first guy we see. Getting ready to spec. They are out and we dump on the first guy we see. He didn't expect it. The double Voidwaker takes him out and we get 2 keys. The survivors seem flustered. It's an easy escape from here. 658k and 281k. I'm getting worked right now. Was in robes way too long. Have to click the exit and prepare to spec. Voidwaker takes 1 out and we get another 2 keys. All we gotta do is escape now. No brews left. But this should be an easy escape. Click the exit, he catches a freeze right in single strip. Gotta go for the freeze lock. Had to wait for our freeze timer to get low enough. It's honestly pretty dicey. Fortunately I got the lock. 516k and 164k. It's always a real shock seeing these guys come in. Feels like they always catch me off guard. Going for a freeze against these 6 guys. They're getting really worked hard by the lightning. One of them looks like he got smited. The guy whose prayer dropped. Goes down, but there's still quite a few left. 2 of them go down surprisingly. As of this moment, it's just 3 guys. Gotta go for the escape. They basically caught the instant freeze. We have 2 brews. It seems like this tank test is going good, but these guys know what they're doing. I'm getting worked too hard right now. Shouldn't be too bad, but too many mistakes were made. Almost had a really great play there. Thought this was cool even with the death. That's one death. I'm gonna put all of the deaths on screen for you. There's a nice convenient counter so you don't lose track. I learned quite a bit trying to develop this method. We're going to have a nice, quick, and short guide to show you the best possible way, in my opinion, to do this. For now, we'll further elaborate on the deaths and why they happened. I mentioned 2 times previously that a lot of these guys caught me by surprise, and I was not in the right mindset. If 2 guys are getting Rambo hits, there's not much you can do. That's one of the other reasons why I think I died quite a bit. A lot of poor decisions were made because I was bored and wanted to get clips. I think if I was just going to survive, I would have only died 2 times in this whole video. That also means I wouldn't have gotten any kills. I think if you wanted to try this yourself, you could potentially get far better results than I. I'm also really happy that I'm nearly 100% certain that this was all of the deaths. I think I missed recording a few keys. It's been a bit, and I've been busy, so I can't say for sure on the keys. It does feel like I got all of the deaths though, which is important in my opinion. Death 26, we managed to loot the guy we killed and made a fraction of what we lost. To best kill Vetion and anti-PK teams as demonstrated in this video, we'll quickly cover the gear. Took me a while to make this. There will be 2 links to this under the header links in the description of this video. The idea behind this recommended gear is to maximize defense, strength, and magic attack bonus while minimizing risk. We got the Helm of Need is not Charge Glory. This will be your teleport out. Mythical Cape, Black D-Hide Top, Black D-Hide Chaps, Vetion Chainmail / RCB. Don't be worried too much if you have to go DFS. You'll just have to watch your health more. Dragonstone Bolts E, 50 is a good amount. I like Baroue's gloves, but you can do Rune to minimize risk. Climbing boots or mystic boots if you're bringing freezes. You can do Mixed Tide if you're doing Vengeance. Just keep in mind it can be way more difficult to escape if you're doing Vengeance. Ring of Suffering is best in slot in my opinion. You can downgrade to the Ring of Shadows or the Imbued Ring of Wealth for the clues. If you do that, you can change one of your +4s. Spec weapons are based on reliability and KO potential. Voidwaker is most reliable, followed by the claws. Next it says any Godsword, but Armadillo Godsword will be the best. For the first 3 protected items, you'll want it to be the shield, spec weapon, or Vetion Chainmail. I think Ring of Suffering is better than the ZCB or a Zerai crossbow or the Ballista. You can try Serpentine Helmet, that's up to you. Those are the ones I'd recommend. These stats are just the bare minimum I would try this technique with. You'll get better results with all 99s. 90 attack, 90 strength, 90 defense, 99 magic, 90 range, and 77 prayer. Inventory for people bringing freezes, you want this. For people bringing vengeance, you save inventory space. Strategy 1. Make sure your PK skull prevention is on, indicated by the green check mark. 2. Once you see skulls, run south and get right next to the exit, so you can one-click if necessary. 3. Try to go for freezes. Go to tank instantly and bolt if your HP gets too low. 4. If your hit points are high, just keep bolting them down and prepare for your exit. 5. Once their hit points are low, prepare to click the exit and dump specs on them. If your hit points are too low on exit, try to tank to northeast exit and dump specs there by strafing the exit. 7. Make it to singles and freeze log. This would be more difficult if you brought Vengeance. So I also had this really cool clip I wanted to show you guys. I was 2v1ing these guys at Zombie Pirates and ended up specking him out with Dragon Claws. I greenlogged Zombie Pirates and then also I had 2 deaths there to show you. Here's one, and then there's the other one. Did die twice during the production of this video. One of them wasn't recording, and the other one I was messing around with the new Goody plugin at Vetion, and I got a nice little scene there, I think.